Hi guys, how are you doing? My name is Fidel. Welcome to my channel. This is where I talk about singleness with a purpose, singleness in marriage, singleness in life, singleness in all things godly. Looking back to the year, a lot of crazy things that I experienced, but if there's anything that I've learned that I think I can take with me is just to live. Live forward, just to live. Life is fragile. Do what you want to do now. Don't worry about the things that you haven't accomplished yet, but worry about the now. Everybody's talking about what do you take with you crossing over. It was a crazy year, but it's a year of blessings as well, you know. I don't make New Year's resolutions because I stopped simply because it's just one of those things that, you know, why make resolutions. A lot of times people don't keep them, and I think the problem with that is setting expectations for yourself that are either not realistic or you're just not really going to follow up with it. I think the secret to really just kind of taking a new mentality into the new year is to continue doing what you're doing and keep building on that. Keep what works and lose what's not. I think that's the way to go about it. You know, you can hear music in the background. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a bit of music. People are already starting to you know, bump their music, preparing for midnight and the fireworks and everything. And listen, it was a crazy year, but you know, it's not always about how you run the race. First of all, I wish my condolences to the Tutu family in South Africa. We just lost Desmond Tutu a couple of days ago. A lot of you may know him as someone who fought for social justice, especially during the apartheid era. You know, he's one of the Nobel Peace Prize winners among Nelson Mandela, F.W. de Klerk. He's well known. If you don't know about him, Google him. He's one of those figures that you just have to know in history, okay? One of the most pioneering figures, inspirational. And that really got me thinking to talk about, you know, the race that he has run. You know, it's always the older people, the passing generation that you know, that seem to have done so much and accomplished so much and are leaving behind so much that you ask yourself, what am I leaving behind for my generation? You know, and if there's anything that I always pick up from them is that it's not about how many accomplishments you achieve, how many milestones you achieve in your life, but it's how you run the race that people really remember you for. And that's kind of the mentality that I really want to take into the next year. How you run the race. Focus on the now, focus on the present, focus on today and what you can do right. Other than that, don't try to, you know, look at life like in this big pyramid scheme that you want to try to overachieve things. That set realistic expectations for yourself, because you know that you hate exercising. So do the things that you know you can do and you can do well. You know, just commit to something at the very least, but focus on what you can do, and you build on that. Don't focus on stuff that seems like it's a big milestone or anything like that. Remember, it's about how you run the race. When all said and done, guys, you may die without being married. I don't know why I just said that. That was just very random. But something just tells me that there's a lot of people that feel discouraged who really want to get married, and I just feel like I should need to encourage that person that, listen, even if you don't get married, your life is going to be fine, okay? So don't focus on stuff that you don't have. Focus on what you have, okay? If you do get in a relationship, and we're going to talk a lot about relationships, when it comes to relationship matters, and if you really do have a desire to get married, that's what I really want to be intentional about, especially on this channel, okay? So with that said, guys, happy new year, and I hope I do see you next year. And do like the video, do subscribe, do tell me about topics that you would like me to really talk about next year, because I really want to talk about it. We really live in a crazy time where a lot of people are really kind of wondering, where do they go relationship wise, marriage wise, you know, relationships in the church, dating in the church, outside the church, and etc. It's one of the most central figures of things that you either can get right or really, really wrong. We really want to focus on that and helping people kind of how do we navigate these spaces as singles with a purpose, okay? That's really what I really want to focus on, okay, guys? Other than that, guys, enjoy yourselves, enjoy yourself in the moment, in the now. If you will see the new year, don't take it for granted, okay? Don't take it for granted. Let's be grateful and be blessed, because God has blessed us enough to see these times and these moments. All right. All right, God bless and have a wonderful, wonderful new year, guys. All right, awesome, and take care.